Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy in another round. This time we are going to play the campaign mission Invaders on the Martyr. I have finished my long grueling hunt for Uther's Rosette and I've got very close to find the Alpha Pariah. However, I returned to the Martyr only to find the ship under attack by the minions of Nurgle. It is my sacred duty to cleanse this Emperor-forsaken ship once and for all before I open up the stasis chamber. And there we are.
Inquisitor, the Martyr has begun transmitting bursts of new spheric bleed. It is a call for help initiated by the machine spirit. The message asserts that the main cogitator room is under attack. Sequential shutdown in progress.
Those sick beasts are trying to destroy the brain and the soul of the Martyr. I'm on my way.
Okay, there the flamer, a little tactical mistake on my side, the flamer there. I let the flamer to do too much damage to us. I just actually should have tried to go out of range there and not being attacked by the flamer. Shame on me. And shame that these are two Plague Marine Havocs. Nasty, in my opinion at least, nasty enemies, since their grenade launcher can do a lot of damage to you, especially... Okay, I am so good, I'm going into a dead end. Nice. Especially when you are overwhelmed or knocked back and your suppression resistance is totally down, then you are in a world of hurt fighting these guys. That is the sad part, and I do the usual thing, going of course through them scouts. Very high level of gameplay, I would say, or not. Okay, I would still say I will try to go to the left in order to get the closest way possible. And okay, yes, we can just stay out of range. Ain't that absolutely amazing? This one needs to be taken down as well. Maybe, okay, it's attacking us but not doing much. It's sometimes cool that at least that's something you can use to your advantage, that it takes a while for them turrets to actually turn around. And not only with the tarantulas, okay, that was bad, with the tarantulas, but with the other turrets which are in-game as well. Not too many, actually only one, the big turret that...
Inquisitor, secondary computational litanies show an exponentially growing demonic presence on the ship.
What? Where are those demons coming from?
Unknown.
The big turret, the little, I would say, quick time event where 3 gunners try to not survive but to actually repair the turret. Once it is actually repaired, it can fire on you and it does a good amount of damage, but in the end you can just walk around it and it is not turning as fast as you walk. That is the very neat part there. I oversaw a toxic entity. Alright, down it is. And we go on. Let's put a blast right there, which took them down very quickly. That's what I need. I want to kill the smaller enemies first, and after that I'm going to take down the Plague Marine. Just, well, focusing on him so he quickly and swiftly go down. I'm not going to try to overheat since I want to use some... well, okay, not necessary.
Silence the alarm. I'll face some serious resistance.
Okay, first beacon down, second beacon down for anything bad happened, like, you know, some new enemies being teleported in. That would have not been ideal in this wonderful situation. And I think we are nearly at the point where we need to be. Second inoculator taken, very much needed. It's always a little bit surprising that if you face one Plague Marine, you are actually not in real trouble. But as soon as you face 2 of them, then you are in real trouble. Well, not real trouble, but 2 of those guys can actually...
I've arrived at the main cogitator.
Another burst of new sphere bleed received. Decoder prayer wheels activated. Inquisitor, You have been granted access to the data crux in the main cogitator room.
And what might that be?
A data reliquary. High clearance information storage which can be opened exclusively by the Tiberius Rosette with the tag Alpha Subject.
It sounds like the machine spirit is giving me access to the most important records on the Alpha Pariah.
Indeed. The machine spirit has calculated the chances of a total system malfunction. It is 98.5% and growing.
Alright, defended them. That is neat. And let's take down those guys before too many of guys. Okay, he jumped us, no problem. There you can actually see sometimes how the... Okay, I need to go back here. How the AI is working in aggro-wise. Since we have been a little bit to the right, all of them enemies have been taken the long way. Sadly enough, I didn't deploy the minefield up there. Little shame on me, but you can actually never calculate for that stuff. What I have done wrong, I'd say, the cogitator shouldn't have been damaged in the first wave. That is not good at all. Not good at all. But the positive part there is it only has lost 1,500 HP, which is not bad, but not good as well. Alright, these guys are goners. They have been teleported in some guys from the top, so let's go back before they come around and do damage to the cogitator. Nice one! So that is for me a very neat synergy between skills. Actually, the one fire blast there, damaging most of them. Some it kills, most of them are badly damaged, and then you can with your warp blast, just with AoE damage as well, kill off the rest. That is very neat and makes it sometimes a little bit easy.
Prepare for another wave of hostiles.
Understood.
Going to plant the minefield here as well, since I think that is the best spot for the minefield. Never wanna... Well, I don't know whether it's better to put it left or right. Well, that is totally nonsense talking about that stuff, I think. So far, no champions. I hope a little bit that it's going to stay that way, but you never know. Sometimes these things, they escalate quite quickly. Okay, going back. Want to make sure nothing comes from the left. Okay, that's good. Good. Then focus on the Marauder. We have a little bit of time on this flank. At least it seems that way. Because all enemies are currently focusing on this side. That is what I want. Okay. Not even half of the enemies are down. Or of the wave, to be really precise. That is alright. Okay, now of course the first champions are arriving. I don't even remember if there were some in the first wave, but nonetheless easy enemies currently to kill. The question is what in the end is going to come up as well. Okay, let's quickly try to take the Reborn Marauder down, otherwise we might be in trouble. Because being surrounded from both sides is not the ideal thing. Okay, that was a mishap. I actually did not want to use that spell. But I'd say that brings us around here and gives me time to open up the chest. We are a little teensy bit out of position. And I have the utter feeling that I desperately need to go back. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Okay, that I have overseen. We still have minefields available. Yes, and I planted 2 of them. Oh man. Going to pick up the Caligari credits immediately. The Reborn Marauder luckily has been killed off by mines. Very good. Okay, our suppression resistance has suffered there a little bit, and I would say that was because of the wonderful little flamer. Okay, the whole minefield exploded. That was not very ideal for our tactical position, since we now can't really rely on it anymore. Okay, 3 mines are still remaining, and the, so to say, boss enemy, the end enemy, is coming up. Let's then quickly take it down. It is the last enemy of this wonderful wave. So let's bring him down quickly. Calculator has survived. That's good.
For the Emperor.
Primary objective completed. Triggering secondary objective.
I'm about to access that data crux.
Okay, Grant Inquisitor. With reference for our former discussion, I collected all the available data about the Xeno transcript. The translation may be imperfect, as our knowledge about the Fabricus race is lacking. In fact, we have found no trace of this ancient and fortunately extinct race outside the Caligari sector, and our information is based on a heavily redacted report of an Adeptus Mechanicus archaeological expedition. When the flames of the first wave, the war in heaven, by the way, a wonderful story plotline in the 40k universe, died, the mad Necrontyr reference blinked behind the stars reality. He saw the coming anathema of a born from a, we don't know, young race, made from ice and made from fire, reference to the Empyrean. The gods to be born will tremble, and the new one will, born, remade. Should you require any further information or assistance, I am at your disposal. This is a fascinating matter indeed. Yours sincerely, Grant Archivist Engley.
Tech Priest, I need you to activate your most complex security protocols. I will be transferring an extremely sensitive cogitator file. I have found something that could put the entire Alpha Pariah project into perspective.
Secondary brain functions rerouted to execute holy chants of encryption.
I also need an update on the current situation.
Situation is critical. Sensors indicate a growing number of localized bursts of warp energies on the ship.
Give me the location of the closest anomaly.
Okay, to the closest anomaly we will go. I hope we don't have to go too deep into the Martyr, but that we are just about to find out. And now again, I have the feeling that the difficulty has changed in between. Now again, we need more hits for after the first couple of waves now. We need more to kill the enemies. It's just a feeling that always can, of course, be wrong.
Tech Priest, you were right. The Plague Marines are destroying the Empyrean seals.
Destroyed seals are transforming into local warp gates. Explains the growing ratio of infestation.
I must destroy these. What are they? Immaterial parts. Before it's too late.
Yes, and the goal right now is to practically take all the enemies in the room down quickly, and then the Nurgle Apostle is not the Apostle. Yes, there's an Apostle, but the thing which re-summons units or which summons units in will be the main target at hand. The good part is we've already killed all the enemies inside. There are still a couple of them, but now I go after the Apostle of Nurgle. And I hug him. Nice, down he is. And once this thing is down, the first room is clear. The question is then where we have to go to fight on or to fight next.
Inquisitor, your chances of successfully reducing the threat level on the entire ship have been reduced to 0.67%.
That is not how you raise morale, Tech Priest.
The Empyrean seals form a complex matrix on the Martyr. The destruction of the seals fractured the matrix, releasing a constant tide of demons onto the ship. At this rate, the Martyr has an 87.67% chance of turning into a demon engine.
I cannot allow a ship-sized demon engine to roam the sector.
Destroying the pustules on this subdeck might buy you some extra time.
Oh yeah. Is that actually unheard of in the 40k universe? A battleship, for example, as a demon engine? I don't even know if the Chaos ships count normally as demon engines. Well, it could be, since dreadnoughts, and well, not all of them, right? But not all of them dreadnoughts are actually demon engines. Well, I don't know. I have a little... Well, I don't know everything, of course, of the 40k universe, especially races I have not yet played with, so to say. Okay, this room is of course heavily overloaded with enemies as well. And I just ran into it like an idiot. I should have pulled more of them enemies in order to neatly and safely take them down with those wonderful firestorms. Okay, the Reborn Rudder is nearly done. I need to take a small step back since there's a marina as well. The good part is I already see to the right side a couple of one inoculator refill. That of course is going to help out a lot, since down to 2 is not that great if you have to clear out another room with probably the same amount of enemies in. Alright, those are down. Okay, now facing the Apostle of Nurgle. Not the hardest hitting enemies of all in the game, but that is just fine for me.
Who are you to stand against me?
Yes, who are you? Okay, this one, the Nurgle's pustule, should be down very, very quick. And after having downed that one, we will kick this one's... Okay, he's just down. Okay, nice. The question is, I think it would be faster if I go this way and not that way. I hope that is not a misjudgment of me again, like I, especially in this game, do enjoy to do quite often. Misleading thinking. That is, I guess, what I do a lot of times. But I don't care right now. I was just wondering what the flame sign... Ah, okay, that's the season sign, of course. Yes. Alright, so cleared that one. Why didn't I use the teleporter, man? Alright, first one down, second one down. Only... No one to go. Nice. I think it always feels a little like a waste of energy to, you know, use the firestorm on 3 or 4 enemies, but if you know you still have a couple of seconds until you will engage the next enemies in order to cool down, I think that is a, well, not a waste in using skills, in my opinion. Oh man, that is nice. Always, that is, maybe I should do it more often to bind in some more close combat attacks to bring the enemies quicker to an end. Not quicker, but it looks nice to have a different kind of animation there. A death animation I'm talking about, like cutting them in half, for example. So not all of the enemies are pulled. Let us for now. Okay, now we... Okay. And there we have at least a Chaos engine. It is a Nurgle Hellbrute. So I'm glad that I picked up some or that we were able to pick up some inoculators there. Okay, then we can simply focus on the Hellbrute until, of course, it summons in some nice little enemies. Okay, I am going to take a quick look around. And hopefully, before it summons the new enemies, we are at least getting it beneath 10,000. And so far I did not mention. Nice. You summoned them in right around you. That was actually not a smart move, since we could not only hit the Nurgle demons, but we could hit the Hellbrute as well. So down it is. And that leaves only one enemy, which is the Pustule remaining, and that then should be it actually for this mission. I hope. No, I don't wish, but I hope.
Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Prophet of Decay, Harbinger of Plague and Pestilence, servants of the mighty Nurgle. Allow me to welcome. How do you like our new fortress, the Martyr?
Trust me, you will soon regret coming here, you fool.
Where are your manners, Inquisitor? I only want to talk and negotiate peacefully. You see, I have someone you might want to save. That is what your kind tends to do, correct? I have another worthless mongrel of your corpse, Emperor. An Inquisitor, you'll have to die on this ship.
You have captured Klosterheim? Why? What do you want?
So, that would be his name. Your fellow agent isn't too talkative, you know. He only curses and screams while my sweet poison drips into his wounds, rotting his worthless flesh. But I digress. Come and meet me on Subdeck Beta 7. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person.
Alright, and that is, so to say, then the end of this episode, end of this mission. Guys, as usual, I really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this wonderful episode, well, I hope it was wonderful, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.